What is up, everybody? I'm NoLucksGiven, and welcome back to some more Hearthstone Battlegrounds. Big news right now in the tavern because anomalies are back. I'm going to read this one real quick, and trinkets are still in, so I'm going to get overwhelmed this game, but I'm going to try my best. You cannot upgrade the tavern with gold. It upgrades itself every 2 turns. On turn 8, choose a greater trinket to buy. That will really overwhelm me if I have 3 different trinkets I've got to deal with. Or I've got to do this mini game. I'll just take buttons. We're going to have a bunch of trinkets. This is actually a fairly passive anomaly in that I don't really have to do too much to consider it. It's just going to change the econ of the game a little bit. So that will be interesting to contend with. And we have got, I believe I saw dragons, elementals, mechs. I don't know, I might just be making that up. Let's see. I don't know the minions, I don't know the trinkets, and I don't know the anomalies. But we're going to see if we can get by dragons, elementals, murlocs, quillbore, and undead. This seems bad when you can't level, I think. I think we're going to want a bonus keyword murloc. Let's just go for tempo where possible. All right, we didn't get a great bonus keyword. I could see locking Fortify. It's one of the better, like, it's reasonable stats, right? But I could also see just rolling next turn and trying to hit a pair or trying to make something else weird happen. We are able to tie this fight, so that's good. And then I guess next turn we'll level up, so that doesn't really throw you off too much. Minions in the tavern. I guess we pick this up and hold on to it, right? This would be a 3-2. I think I'll just take Molten Rock. Am I selling through whatever I pick up here anyways? No, not necessarily. I do say sometimes that I should, like, practice Hearthstone Battlegrounds in the lead up to anomalies returning. I had no clue they were coming back. I just saw in a YouTube thumbnail showing off an anomaly, and then I was like, oh, okay, I guess we've got anomalies again. But, you know, I'd rather just learn it on the fly and see what we can do. That's pretty funny to just see all of those pop up at the same time there. We could pump up elementals in the tavern. We have a bunch of different ways to get cheap things here. And an enchanted lasso. Let's see what this gives us randomly here. Gives us Tad. And then we could sell through Tad and the Patient Scout. And the thing that we get, that doesn't seem like it's useful. Let's just grab... You know what? Patient Scout is one of the few ways that you can get cards above your tier. Other than, like, making a triple. But this could be the fastest way to a tier 6 before the rest of the lobby. And maybe there is something interesting that we can do with that. That's kind of interesting, right? Maybe. Neither of these are particularly exciting to give +1, +2 to, so I wasn't worried about them apples. But that does mean that we will lose this fight pretty handedly, even taking some extra damage from the skeletons here. Undead are reasonably powerful. I could certainly see just losing this game and still feeling pretty happy about how all of this went. That might seem a little bit crazy. Choose a minion, get a different minion of the same type. I'm building on Murlocs already. Do I just go for Murlocs? Undead seems so much more powerful than everything else, though. Let's go for Undead. Yeah, okay. And then let's just put together the comp of the last person we just played against. Which means selling off this. End of your turn, give a friendly minion and a minion in your hand +1/+1. Oh, interesting. Well, I want all of these things and I want to play all of these things. I could have used my apples this turn. It didn't seem super necessary, but what did seem necessary was picking up the Death Swarmer and getting some undeads on the board. We'll build around whatever Patient Scout gives us, and I guess I'm not going to lock into anything before that specifically happens. Alright, this is reasonable. The Bonehead can trade with the fish or with their skeletons. And, oh, but then their fish is going to summon more skeletons. Oof. Okay. We take another 5. We're going to level up this turn. We could discover a tier 3 off of the Patient Scout. Is that right? Yeah.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Wait, didn't I make elementals in the tavern bigger? Is that only elementals that are currently in the tavern? Oh goodness, if that's true, that's terrible. This seems like a fine card to pick up early. Honestly, this doesn't seem super useful for me. This does, though. Honestly, I should have put them apples on both of these. Then am I just taking Eternal Night just for stats? I think so. Yeah, I certainly should have played them apples, but what can you do? Next turn, we will get our Lesser Trinket. Looks like a lot of people are playing Undeads too. I think Undeads are like fairly easy for the elo. Looks like everyone's playing Elementals and Undeads, so I might want to roll off of it. At the same time, everybody has a Fish of N'Zoth too. Where is this thing coming from? This isn't just like in the tavern now, right? How does everybody have it? People must have... There must be a N'Zoth in this lobby, and then everyone stole it from them? Yeah, I must have... I just played against actual N'Zoth, and then Doc Holliday was able to steal their fish somehow, so... Double N'Zoth does mean that, yeah, there might be some undead players in this one.
The battle is really raging.
They might want to let them have their thing. Get a random elemental at the start of each turn, get another one. Get a Felemental. They also trigger on Death Rattle. That seems cool, especially because I already have one of those. And your tavern spells that give... Let's just go for Felemental Portrait. This seems strong to me. And maybe we can triple and start to replace some of our board right now, too. Let's see what else we find. You can give this +3 attack and Divine Shield. We're going to be replacing our board, like, somewhat regularly. These are all good things. Guess I'm hanging on to this for a little bit. Robust Evolution is not crazy as a different means to hit a tier 6 next turn. We will have a lot less choice over what we are doing with that, though, so it's kind of a bummer. I'm going to try to, like, weave in a buffer and then the Wildfire Elemental and then maybe this.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
But a few Divine Shielded cards seems reasonable. Next turn, it looks like we're leveling up as well to tier 4, which makes it, like, less exciting that we're doing all of this work to get a tier... Well, yeah, I could get a tier 6 next turn, not a tier 4. We are able to grab a win as well. That feels good after some losses. Kind of would like to stay tier 3 so I can find some more Felementals, but that's all we can do. Oh, your Elementals that give stats grant an extra +1 health this game, so that scales off these. I am going to have to do a lot of reading, so please bear with me, but this seems gravy, baby. Wow, a second Wildfire, so maybe we can triple that. Let's actually turn this into a tier 6. Oh, that's really good, too. But we're cycling it. If we find an Elemental, we'll keep it. No. Alright, it's a little bit of a bummer to pivot off of this, but still seems sweet. Your Elementals that give stats grant an extra +1 attack this game as well. Okay, so this is certainly a combo worth playing for right now. We could swap into a bigger Divine Shielded card, 2 here.
Up a goal.
And I guess I'm going to sell through this. I want this. I've got another roll available. Could also grab this thing. I don't know if that's triggering, like, the Felementals are triggering that. I want this first, and I just want this in, period. I'm going to be hanging on to these apples this entire game, but this seems like a cool strategy. Pump up the pumps, and then, I mean, this is very Once Upon a Galaxy fairies. Like, we're pumping up the fairy pumps, and then we're using the fairies to pump up everything in a way that could be pretty strong. Here is Nazoth again, who has somehow found a second fish. My Felementals are giving the tavern +3/+2 on each hit. We are going to take some damages here, but not that much because we leave the fish alive, so we only take 5. If we can catch a fish alive, then we can let it go again. And now I think my tavern's going to be quite large.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
That I should be able to maybe keep doing this. All right, I can get a Faceless Manipulator. Your elementals that give stats give an extra +4/+2. Okay, let's do this thing. Oh, that was my hero power. Oh, cool. So that actually comes a turn early. So now these are giving +7/+4. I will need them to die a few more times. After you sell an elemental, gain a bunch of stats. Yes, let's. After you play an elemental, oh wow, that also works too. Is this an elemental? It is not. Your tavern spells that give stats give more stats. Gotcha. I want that thing. Let's just grab it for now, and I'll cycle through the refreshing anomaly here too. These are elementals, so those are a lot of stats. Let's just grab one and throw it on Wildfire Elemental right now. That's good enough. That triggered this. Oh no, it triggered the Party Elemental, which is +7/+4. That's a lot, and honestly, maybe more than this other stuff. But there's still a damage cap, I think. I don't really know how the damage cap works. I think that there's like multiple damage caps in the game now. This is a pretty big Wildfire Elemental. Hopefully that can make some fun stuff happen. I don't kill the fish. These now give +8/+4. I gotta cut that other guy that's making those bigger. I just like don't have time to be scaling my scaling. If we're being honest here. Alright, don't kill the fish, please. Nice. Oh, I'm 50-50 to kill the fish. Nice, we left the fish alive. Whew, baby. We only take 5 instead of taking an extra 6 off of that, probably. But now we really have to smarten up. My cards are going to be huge. Hopefully I can triple this. Get 2 random elementals. I think that's the play. After you sell an elemental, gain its stats. No, I want to cycle through a bunch of elementals. Battlecry. Yeah, sure. We're cycling through this guy for sure. I don't really have anything for Drakari. Just need to find some big guys. I actually could appreciate some health, though, too. Whenever you sell this, discover an elemental and give it this minion's stats. Sure. Well, this gives you 2 refreshes now. That's new and nice. Battlecry, give... Oh, that's an undead. Let's take this. I could take Natural Blessing, too, potentially. Give it this minion stats, so we're going to get a huge Wildfire. At the end of your turn, your elementals that give stats give an extra +1 health this game. Or we could put a magnet on something. Let's just triple Wildfire, grab a tier 6 elemental here. Don't think we're going to be able to buy this blessing, but this is a huge Wildfire, which seems sweet. And now Elemental of Surprise gives me a Felemental triple. Oh, give me a Party Elemental triple. You know what? That's also, I'm also on board for that. And now let's find an Elemental here. This actually is an Elemental, so I guess we go for it. I could sell it off to cycle through a Tad. That does not seem useful. Oh, we could roll once here and find a new elemental. I think one of these is an elemental. Yeah, this is. Alright, didn't get to play it in time, but I think that that was still a good sell. Wildfire Elemental attacking onto the final unit's a bit of a bummer. They've got one big Divine Shield. Yeah, we lose this. Actually, this thing's huge. And we win this, actually. Cool. Okay, nice. Was not expecting that. Up against the second place player in the lobby. But we've got some room to cycle through some elementals here, too. We might just triple this Felemental naturally, or I was thinking we could triple it through the use of our hero power here. But this seems pretty good to me, too. This could give us another look at some tier 6s. I might want to sell out of Refreshing Anomaly here before too long. I grabbed some stats. After you play an elemental, give 3 random other friendly elementals, or I could go Gentle Ginny. Let's do this thing. This seems like a lot of stats. It's pumping itself right now, too. We're keeping hold on this thing for now. Elementals in the tavern have +3/+3. Oh, there was that other thing. Fresh the tavern with tier 5 cards. That's kind of cute. I think we can do a little bit better. This is an elemental. I still have one more roll here because I can sell through this elemental. Oh, Barnstormer's still in the game, as is Party Elemental. So which of these two do I want then? Barnstormer, give elementals in the tavern +10/+8 this game. After you play an elemental, give a friendly elemental other than it +8/+5. I mean, I already have a party elemental, and I've got bigger party elementals. I should cycle out this anomaly too. It's already bigger than this. Yeah, I can cycle out this anomaly next turn pretty easily. That's a good hit. I guess this huge thing is now my bumper. And I'm debating just throwing technical assistance onto Wildfire. Let's start with one of them. Next turn, I am simply going to cast Den Apples. I'm simply just going to use it. I did get another pump on the Refreshing Anomaly. Bit of a bummer. But when this dies, I give my Tavern +8/+5 twice. I don't know, I feel like we've stabilized here and added some reasonable power to the board. Hopefully, we can overpower... Yeah, clearing out that final Taunter is annoying so that Wildfire can... Oh, wait, it's still there. Wildfire not grabbing that much great value for us, but do we just have the stats to get through these summons? That's the question. We do have a lot of stats. Okay, they're not pleased. Maybe that means we've won. I think that's promising when your opponent emotes on you. And this gets to not clean it up again. Wildfire getting scammed out of additional value there. But I think we've got enough value here just based off our stats. And maybe based off the fact that... Oh, I was going to say maybe based off the fact that nobody else is playing Elementals. But Elementals is actually the most common tribe this lobby. So, whoops. Tier 6, here we are. Give Elementals in the Tavern a bonus, and then a second Barnstormer. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to pivot out of this at some point either. No clue. But a big Titus seems like a fine enough ending unit with Felemental. Maybe that's a trap, to be honest. Now I'm thinking I could triple this Refreshing Anomaly. Give your other minions +9/+6. That also seems fine. Yeah, this just pumps up the Tavern, which seems not as exciting. I said I was casting this. Let's just throw it on this thing, because otherwise I'm just going to totally forget. So 2 free rolls here to maybe potentially triple Refreshing Anomaly. And then if I don't triple it, do I just replace these Refreshing Anomalies with Titus and Frost Forger? I don't hate it. I would have liked it better had I had something else to pick up here. But this does still seem like it's supposed to get in right now. I could cut Felemental. Oh, but then, yeah, and I'm not even playing Titus. So these are like the things that want to stay in, but the Felemental did seem like it was kind of on its way out. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe I do still need to scale. Yeah, okay, that was possibly a mistake, but it seems like a lot of these elementals actually just scale up your board. Party elemental, like that's always the drawback with scaling your shop, is like, is that improving your board? Come on, wildfire. Attack well for once, please. Oh, it's gonna get targeted now. I'm sorry. I probably want another one of these. There's just some good cleave against the undead onslaught here as well. Alright, some chances to redeem yourself here, Wildfire. Not quite. I'm living for that ×3 value. Or ×2 value? Who knows? Yeah, ×3 value. Alright, we get a kill there, and that puts us into the top 4. We have not taken damage since we have picked up that health pack. Give elementals in the tavern +7/+5 this game. Oh, maybe it only pumped no, because maybe I never grabbed this. That's the only thing I can think of. I must have never actually grabbed this. Alright, we gotta find some other better elementals. This is reasonable. This is also good. Yeah, because we can stack up these two things too. Just grab both of these. And then roll for a refresh. We find a Frost Forger, another... Yeah, we're gonna get out of some of this stuff right now. I don't actually need to sell through this, but I can. Alright, that allows me to buy all of these things. I maybe could have played this first because it's a reasonable card. But I don't need to. Oh, I could have played this in the middle of all of that. But I don't even think I'm worrying about this card until I triple it. I think I'm just playing this, and then I'm throwing Technical Element onto Crackling Cyclone, because this doesn't have any power on it. I might even get rid of this thing. That's a lot of stats here still. Looks good. At the end of your turn, give elementals in your tavern a buff. No. Alright, so hopefully this puts us into the top 3 after we win this fight. It's one of our fishermen. Actually, N'Zoth died, right? Isn't this N'Zoth? Yeah, wow, N'Zoth was 8. It's kind of wild, considering how much they were beating me up early. Can we see some value? Surely we get some value here, finally. Alright, nice. Does not look like this opponent is going to be too tough. I don't know what is in this fish exactly, but I think I can clean up these bones. And then does that leave us in an elemental top 3? No. One more undead player to beat up upon. But we are indeed in the top 3, and I've made some stuff happen. Like, you gotta realize for me, I've maybe seen this anomaly before. I don't think I've seen any of these trinkets, and I have not read half of these cards before this game. So that makes me feel like I am doing pretty alright, to be honest. We could potentially triple the Crackling Cyclone just to pick it up for a moment. That could be good. All I have is Divine Shield and Wind Fury. Let's see if we can find anything here. Any little triple. That looks like an elemental. Okay, not quite though. Oh, that does have some synergy with Drakari. Alright, nice. I do find a triple here. It's the one that triggers off of playing elementals, so I will just kind of want to get it into play though. Which means I don't get that much value here. Cycle through this. Get a different minion of the same type is, like, fine. Honestly, I think we're just getting rid of Frost Forger next turn. Unless I can hit the Frost Forger triple off of the Mana Surge. That could actually be huge. I don't think I'm going for this. Let's see if we get the triple. No, we find another Mana Surge. I did not realize they were both tier 6s. Makes sense. I mean, they both seem good. Let's try to get the Wildfire in as many times as possible. And yeah, next turn I will cycle out the Frost Forger and just cycle through some other elementals to trigger this a bunch of times. If we survive, of course. But I think we can win this thing. That's right, we are up against our other elemental opponent, and I seem a lot bigger, not gonna lie. I think this looks pretty good for me. Now, this player did lose to the undead player, but we beat this undead player 3 turns ago. So I think we are going to find a win here. There's a kill. We are now in the finals, and if we can hit for another 29, we might be able to wrap this one up. Oh, what was that a triple of? Oh, sure. Sure, we could just cycle through other things now and not worry about the Crackling Cyclone. I kind of do like playing this, but the longer you leave it in, kind of the worse it is. And then we could look for Undead Scam as well. This is reasonable, but no, everything else is kind of huge. Don't really care about that. I think it's really just Tunnel Blaster that I could possibly care for. Should have sold that first, right? Yeah, and then I find the triple of it. Okay, awkward sequencing, but let's grab Tunnel Blaster. Could just grab the Cyclone here, too. Now, do I wish that I had? Maybe, but honestly, I think I'm just looking for another Tunnel Blaster. / a Tunnel Blaster triple. Destroys my Divine Shields, so maybe I'll want to put my Divine Shields first. Does this do... Died last combat. Okay, I'm not going to stress about it. I think this is all pretty reasonable. I put both of my Divine Shielders before the Wildfire, so that way Tunnel Blaster could get more value without cracking my Divine Shields. Not really going to happen. Tunnel Blaster also looks like it wasn't big enough there. They've pumped all of their cards a little bit, so I will probably just cut the Tunnel Blaster and look to play one more big card, and also just kind of hope that we can take my opponent out ASAP. I do have a few 6s, actually less 6s than the previous fight, so I'm kind of looking to deal less damage right now than against my last opponent. But Wildfire, Wildfire's not even going to get another attack. I don't know how to emote in this game. Yeah, we'll give him the NoLucksGiven emote there. We hit him for 21. So we will have to do a little bit more here. We're going to cut the Tunnel Blaster. It certainly just griefed me. Oh, this is good. And this is the same thing. And this is not really anything. But sure, maybe I take the Blanchie. We're going to grab this.
That's what I would.
We're going to refresh with spells. I don't know what that could possibly give me. Oh, Channel the Devourer. And that, all of that seems good. Sure.
Go big or go home,
I want all
say.
elementals, please. This is one of the best things I can find.
After this, there's no turning back.
Sure. Now this could be a really big hit. Especially if I hit the Divine Shield guy. I'll go for refreshes, I suppose.
Down a minion and up a goal. Better hire a recruit while you can. Ready to run.
I don't know that I played that like super optimally, but I really had to focus there for a moment, and I think that I mostly actually did pretty okay, to be honest, and I think I probably win, so not going to sweat it. And oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty sweet. And I did actually get some nice value there, and I finally got some nice value out of the Wildfire Elemental as well. All right, I'll be honest, it gave me some pretty good value throughout these games. And yeah, there is Hearthstone Battlegrounds with both anomalies and trinkets. Certainly a little bit overwhelming, but much less so once you get to know all of the cards and all of the trinkets and all of the anomalies and all of the other things. And even when it is overwhelming, I think it is still a lot of fun. But that is going to be it for me today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace. I also do always like when I can show off that I play a hero for the first time and win with them. So yeah, I was definitely going in blind on that one.